We're back. I gotta remember what I was doing on the Paladin because I really don't remember. Looks like we have some quests. Crawler leg. I'm level 11. I don't know if... I want to do this zone at level 11. It's probably a little bit too low level, but... we can certainly do the first couple quests, though. Let me line up my skill here in a second. Oh yeah, there's tons of people dying. Yep. Exactly, every drop is important. Everything's important when you play hardcore, right? Look at the beautiful graphics. Doesn't that look good? I love Darkshore. Darkshore is like my favorite zone as far as like visuals. It just looks so damn good. Westfall, yeah, a lot of people like Westfall. Oh my god. It's weird going from like a level 46 character to a level 11 character, you know? Yeah. I hope I don't really want to do fishing. Okay, good. I don't think I have fishing, do I? I don't want to have to do fishing again. Oh man, do I? Let's see if I've got it. If I picked it up. So we have cooking and first aid is all we have right now. Okay. Well, I'll show you my add-ons here in a second, but I mean, I like the Guild Wars 2 add-on because I love the Guild Wars 2 UI. I just think it makes the UI really clean. But if you do the Guild Wars 2 UI, there is a little bit of setup, but the Guild Wars 2 UI is awesome. It's going to give you a lot of stuff. It's going to give you like auto vendor, like automatically repair your gear when you go to a vendor that can repair, automatically vendor gray junk when you go to. You can go into the modules here and turn which ones you want on, and you can turn some off if you don't want them. Like I said, you can show and hide action bars on mouse over. You can show and hide action bars when you're in combat. You can move the HUD. You can scale stuff by right-clicking on it and then just dragging, right? So there's a lot of features in the Guild Wars 2 UI. It's by far my favorite UI for World of Warcraft. But outside of the Guild Wars 2 UI, which I highly recommend, I also use Gathermate for my gathering. So my gathering add-on is Gathermate. Of course, I use the hardcore add-on. Of course, you have to have that. I would highly recommend Leatrix Maps. So as you are hardcore, because Leatrix Maps is going to show you the zone levels. Like when I mouse over these zones, see at the top it says 1,000 needles 25 to 35, Ungrow Crater 45 to 55. Also shows the fishing level, so fishing 205. Like you can see where I'm in Darkshore. Darkshore is level 10 to 20, fishing level 1. Fishing skill level required 1. Alright, so I definitely would recommend Leatrix. I think that's really good. And of course, it also is going to show you zones. It's also going to show you what the zones look like. It's going to uncover it, so you don't have to like go there to uncover a map to actually see it. And then, of course, for like an add-on, for a quest add-on, like Guild Wars 2 has its own quest add-on as well. But I still like to, which looks really good. I always keep it minimized, but I still like to use Quest Tracker or Questy. And the reason I do that is because that shows me the icons on the map, and I just like to be able to hover over quests and see like what they are and what level they are. So that's really helpful. Plus, I think it also gives me the, when I hover over the tooltip down at the bottom right, you can see it says 3 of 6 crawler legs. I believe, I don't know, Guild Wars 2 UI might do that too. I'm not sure. I can't. I'd have to literally uninstall some of these. I use knee plates for my enemy target nameplate. I'll show you that in a second. I use mixed scrolling battle text, which again I highly recommend. Mixed scrolling battle text is going to allow you to go in, configure scroll areas, and I can, like, you can see that my damage I do is scrolling here, right? Like this is my outgoing damage. This is the damage I'm doing to people on the right here. It's basically the damage is over the target. Here's my target right here, and so the damage I'm doing to the target is going to scroll right here. Incoming damage is the damage I'm taking. Notifications are stuff like entering combat, leaving combat. I've actually slid that over here to the left, just because I don't want it to really kind of be like right over my head. I just don't like to see it right over my head. So if you go here, I also have, like I said, I've got triggers for low health, and you can set those up in here by just putting in an audio file, and so it's pretty easy to do that. And basically it's just going to look for sound clips that exist in the mixed scrolling battles text folder, which is under your add-ons. Go to mixed scrolling battle text, there's a folder called sounds. So in here I can easily change this sound to any of these, and so all you have to do is click this, right? And then let's say we wanted to use the ally.mp3. We just go and we type ally.mp3. Right, and the OK button a lot of times won't be clickable. Don't worry about that. Just hit the Enter key. Okay, just hit Enter. Right? Now we got Ally. Play.
Stand as one for the Alliance.
So that's actually a custom. That's actually a custom audio clip that I just, that I made myself. I don't really use that one much, but it's fun to use that every once in a while just to freak people out.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
So yeah, so I definitely use this for different things. It's good for tracking certain events, like if you're a warrior and you want to track overpower, execute. There's lots of stuff you can do in here. There's the incoming player, so, and you can also make stuff like sticky. So like if I dodge an attack, like melee, let's see, melee parries here, like parry. I remember how it's done. So if I go into the config here, you can say always sticky. So if I parry an attack, when I click always sticky, what's going to happen is it won't scroll. It'll actually just pop up next to me and kind of stay there. So sometimes it's nice to do that for certain abilities that you want to see. And I also use an add-on called Power Auras, and you can see down here, see this sword that's kind of pulsing right here? That just means that my Blessing of Might has dropped off, right? So this is just telling me my Blessing of Might's gone, so put Blessing of Might back up, that goes away. I also have, let's see, where is it? Another one of my Power Auras isn't showing up for some reason. Can't remember which one. Maybe it's when I judge a target. Let's see. I don't remember how this other aura works. Like if I judge this one here, watch. No, that's not it. Okay, so this one's just when I'm in combat. See this like little glowing thing around this enemy? I have to look to see what that is. That might just mean that I'm in combat. I can't remember. I don't think that's what that means though. That means Seal of Righteousness is up. So this means that my Seal of Righteousness is currently active. So sometimes I like, so there's certain things that I use power auras to track. Alright. You see how when I judged it went away. And so power auras is this one. And we can go in and we can just create certain things that we want to track. It's helpful. You know, right click on it. You can see here's the overlay, and there's different graphics things we could do, and some of the properties of whether when we want to show like in combat. So it's kind of like a poor man's version of weak auras. So, but I use weak auras as well. So, you know, although I don't think I'm using weak auras on my Paladin yet, but I do use weak auras a lot on my warrior. And the knee plates, I use Omni CC. Obviously, that's just cooldown numbers on your abilities. So, you know, if you do here or here, I'd have to do something that has a cooldown. But anyways, that's just cooldown numbers. There's the Power Auras Classic. The Questies, like I said, the Questie add-on just shows some of the stuff I want to see on the minimap and stuff. Recount is just your damage meter, and ring menu is basically like a Skyrim type circle menu. See, so I can go into ring menu. I can add stuff like professions on here, or like here, like I can track my minerals just by going there. You know, so it's easy just to really quick, you know, change between these different things that I'm doing if I want to smelt some more or whatever, right? That's ring menu. And then what was the other thing I was going to tell you? And then let's see. Yeah, like here now. See, now you can see the cooldown number here. That's going to be Omni CC. And let's see. And then of course, you know, recount. Everybody's I think is familiar with recount. So here's recount, tracking my damage, right? So that's that. That's pretty much most of my add-ons. Oh, and then the target. I didn't show you guys the target nameplate, so let's do that. Gotta find a mob that's actually alive. So my nameplates for my enemies are going to be neat plates. So you can see here the nameplate. That's neat plates that does that. And you can see the little bag icon means that he has a quest item that I need. Right, that's going to be coming from, I think, Questie that does that. Yeah, no problem. But that's kind of most of my add-ons. What camera adjustment? And then the camera adjustment mod, that's built into the classic client. So that's actually built into the 1.14 client. So you just want to create a macro here for it's basically called ActionCam. So console space ActionCam full will turn on the ActionCam, and then / console ActionCam noHeadMove. Just make sure that when you target different mobs, your head doesn't move. Because normally, if you're tab targeting and you don't have noHeadMove disabled, like basically turned on, your head will kind of spin around looking at all the different targets, so that's annoying. And then / console ActionCam focusOff, which is like, I can't remember exactly what that does, but you won't like it. So I just create a macro, and I think I put this macro in the stream description. This enables you to turn the ActionCam on, and of course I also have a macro that turns it off. So you can see I'm just switching between ActionCam on and off. I don't really use the off that much because the off actually, you can simulate turning it off by just targeting yourself. When you target yourself, it basically kind of goes like ActionCam normal. So if I'm like running up a winding staircase, a lot of times I'll turn it off. Otherwise, the character bounding box will collide against the collision detection. Will start bouncing off of other boxes, and your screen will kind of bounce around just a little bit. So I'll usually target myself, so I can go up and down stairs without having that kind of annoying issue. And as a hardcore player, you should always keep buying target self, because the easiest way to get out of a bad situation is obviously just to run away from the mob and reset combat. And the way the leash works in World of Warcraft is if you don't hit a mob for 12 seconds, the mob will reset. So if you want to run away from combat, the best thing you can do is target yourself and run. And all you have to do is run for 12 seconds, and the mob is going to reset. So that's the easiest way I can tell people not to die. So what's the challenge? This is the hardcore challenge. Alright. So, like, I'm not doing any special challenges on this character. This is just a straight up hardcore leveling challenge. Leveling 1 to 60 without dying. And if you click verify, you can see that my verification status is passed. The add-ons tracked 99.4% of my gameplay. So when you reach 60, if you want to get verified, supposedly you can just, I haven't tried this in the new add-on yet, but you can just go in and you can copy this string and go to the Classic Hardcore website. And there's a place where you can enter the string into the website and it'll automatically verify you as a reaching 60 without dying.
Elune be with you. Go in peace.
Greetings. Denadris.
Okay, so we're a miner, but are we a skinner? Skinning is always a good thing to pick up when you're leveling hardcore because it's an easy way to make money.
Hey there. Safe travels.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance?
What can I do for you?
I supply only the finest goods. What are you looking for? Be careful. Light be with you. Light bless you.
Oh shit, I was already a skinner. What? Didn't I just learn? Oh, I learned leatherworking. No, I learned skin. Look at this. It says you have learned a new ability, skinning. And then it says here your skill in skinning has increased to 76. I'm confused. If I just learned skinning, how is my skill 76? I'm totally confused on that, guys. Did you guys not see me just go learn skinning? Maybe I already knew skinning. That's what happened. I already had skinning, but I was able to skill up to the next level of skinning. What happened is I looked at my abilities and I looked at secondary skills and saw cooking first aid. And I should have looked at professions. I'm tired, guys. It's like 3 in the morning. Like, I thought I just learned skinning, but no, I already had skinning. So, yeah, so we have skinning and mining. Skinning is a great way to make money on a hardcore character, so let's go ahead and track ore. I think I'm actually going to go blacksmithing with this character, and I'm going to go with like a full protection AoE build. I haven't even used any talent points yet, but what we're going to do is we're going to rush to consecration, and then we're actually going to... Here, let's get into a safe place before I show you guys probably the build I'm going to go with. Now, there's a couple different ways you can go. I mean, you can go with like a seal command build, which will be much faster for leveling, but I'm probably not going to do that. Ah, my mouse is dirty. Clean off the mouse. Alright. Hey, what's up, Chris? No, the warrior didn't die. I just was feeling like I was playing the warrior earlier and knocked out like a couple quests in Stranglethorn Vale, and then I decided that I haven't played my hardcore paladin in a while, so I felt like playing my paladin, and I also wanted to let my warrior build up a little bit of rest time at the end, at the same time. So, yeah, the warrior's fine. This shit. Yeah. No. The warrior's fine. Yeah. No, we're gonna get that warrior to 60. But I'm gonna let her build up a little bit of rest time tonight. And maybe tomorrow, and we'll see. I'll probably play her tomorrow, but we'll see. But yeah, I want to look at the paladin, like the build. Like, there's a couple different ways you can go with the paladin build. You can go with what I like. This is the build I like to do if I'm going to do like AoE protection. I'm usually going to go, and you can either rush like Redoubt right off the bat, or we can rush into Improved Judgment. There's a couple different ways we can go with it. So this is one, like, this is like, to me, like the kind of the most damage mitigating build that I can really go for like an AoE. You know, you get 2 points into deflection, and of course you're gonna go down. You're gonna have Holy Shield. Now you can, if you want, you can go with one hand specialization, a 5 out of 5. I wouldn't. I would actually rather have the extra % parry. Again, if you're doing like big AoE, and then this is going to be, obviously you're going to be using Seal of Righteousness, and you're going to hope that you get like the, you know, what you really want was the Flurry Axe. The Flurry Axe is going to be your best bang for your buck. So, and the chance of getting the Flurry Axe in hardcore is going to be like almost 0, right? But once you reach level 60, maybe, you know, so you're have a hard time finding a really good weapon. But there's different things you can do. So, this is not Jeremy Soul. This is actually my Star Citizen soundtrack. So this is the Star Citizen ambient music to Art Corp. So the music for Star Citizen is actually quite good. It's actually really good, actually. So this is just like ambient sound that's played when you're near the ArcCorp planet in Star Citizen. But with the protection bound is really fun, and this is one build that you can go with that I like. I actually like this build for like kind of like a pretty good damage mitigation type build for like AOE farming, but it's not a build for tanking dungeons, and it's not a build for leveling quickly. If you want to level quickly, you're gonna go with a build more like I mean, if you're gonna go with a ret reckoning, like this is like a ret reckoning build, which is going to be more geared on obviously on DPS with conviction and seal of command, and of course improved seal of crusader, which means you're going to be popping your sanctity, or if you want, you can go down and grab sanctity aura too. That's another way you can go, which is going to increase your DPS. So there's a couple different things you can do, but I don't know. That's another thing you could do. How many points do we have to get? Go with 19. Let's see. We could go. I would probably just go parry. If I was gonna grab that, I would probably do something like that. If I was going for like a DPS AOE, you could go with sanctity, but I wouldn't. There's too many talent points to use. So. Yeah, and it really comes down to whether or not you want to tank dungeons, right? So here's like just kind of like a single target like build, right? Single target build. But Seal Command is going to do good damage. You're going to have Reckoning, so this is good against single targets, and this will give you the ability to weapon swap between your sword and shield for mitigation, or you can throw in a good two-hand weapon if you want to just blast some mobs down and let Seal Command do the talking. So that's a pretty good build for speed. But we're going to go probably with this build here, because I actually want to set up like a AoE defensive type build. But again, this is not a tanking build because we don't have improved Righteous Fury. But even though we don't have improved Righteous Fury, we could easily tank on this build. And if you were going to tank a lot, you might want to drop you might want to put a couple, maybe another point into Guardian's favor, just because getting the cooldown reduced on Blessing and Protection for like dungeons is a huge deal. Like bopping rogues and bopping DPS in dungeon runs, it can be a lifesaver for those characters. So reducing the cooldown on Blessing and Protection, I think, is definitely worth it for hardcore groups if you're going to be grouping, and as a tank if you're going to be doing like dungeons. But that's, again, I'm not going to do that, so we're not going to bother with that. Go with we're gonna go with this build. I think is what we're gonna shoot for. So now the question is, now that we know what the build is, where are we gonna go first? I think that Consecration is one of the, even though it's a big mana drain on your character, like huge mana drain, you will kill mobs a lot faster with Consecration. You just will. You'll burn through mobs way faster. It just means you're gonna be drinking more, but you're going to burn through mobs a lot faster. So I like to rush Consecration like as fast as possible. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going here, right into Divine Intellect. We're going to get to Consecration as quick as we possibly can. Okay, so I kind of screwed up a little bit, in that I don't think coming here was probably the best place to go for leveling, or I guess level 11 will probably. The Murlocs can be kind of tough at level 11, but we'll give it a go. What's my bag situation? Not great. Not great. We don't even have all our bags yet, so we're gonna fix that right now. Let's go buy another bag. I'm gonna see if I can get a hardcore guild invite. We are now in the hardcore guild
What can I help you
militia. Alright, we can sell us a
Go with
bag.
honor, friend.
Is there a bag vendor here, guys? Who is it?
You need something? Have a good one.
Baker. I think there is, right? General supplies, there we go.
What can I do for you?
My cooking situation.
Light bless you. I buy and trade.
How are you? See you later.
Yeah, Seal Command is good for sure, Chris. You mean any add-ons? Not that I'm aware of, no. I'm not aware of any that are, you know. No, you can use quest add-ons. Yeah, no, you're fine. You can use quest add-ons. People use quest add-ons. I mean, I'm using, you know, Guild Wars 2's got a built-in one, but I also use Questy, so. This is that tattooed guy. The Fig Ape. Watch this. I bet you it is, right? This guy. There. No. Maybe that isn't him. He had the name. We'll see. I hate Twitch. I can't stand Twitch. All their stupid ads. No, see, that's not him. He's... Yeah, so it's just somebody with his name. Somebody created a character with the exact same name as his YouTube, his Twitch channel, or whatever. Anyways, let's head over here and do some of these quests. I also need Princess, it looks like. The Princess!
Lovely.
And that's the guy we just saw with Figapay. We just saw that guy like 2 seconds ago. That's the one I said, oh, that looks like that guy from Twitch, but it wasn't him, and now he's dead. Would he die to Princess or something? No, defies a bodyguard. Wow.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
King's honor, friend. Be careful. Well met. Go with honor, friend.
It does give you an advantage for hardcore because you're definitely a lot more survivable. You're going to be a lot harder to kill, so definitely gives you an advantage. Yeah, 100%. It's going to give you a big advantage actually. And when you set up your character the way I'm going to set up my character, I'll be able to take on like 4 or 5 mobs at a time. So yeah, it's a big advantage. It's also for fun. I do it for fun as well. Mostly I do it for fun, but just a side benefit is it's going to make me a lot more a lot more tanky. This is classic. This is classic hardcore. Will I take a dungeons character? I might. I mean, I might, but probably, I don't know. I might. It just depends. Depends on the group. But I wasn't planning on speccing this character for tanking. I wasn't... Yeah, the Guild Wars 2 UI is really good. I wasn't planning on speccing with, improved Righteous Fury on this particular character, so... But you could still tank. Even without it, you could probably still tank, so... Most important thing is just having Consecrate, which we will have.
You need something? Light bless you.
Ready for work?
What? More work? What is it?
What is it? More work? What is it?
Well met. Farewell.
Looking for something specific? See you around.
Hey Kingston, this is one that I created quite a while ago. I created this Paladin a while back. I don't remember when, probably 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Just taking a break from the warrior, letting the warrior build up a little bit of rest time. I do that every once in a while where I get to the point where I'm like, just feel like playing a different character for a little bit. Plus it's nice to let the warrior build up the rest time. Yeah, this is the one. This is one of the few times I died on the hardcore was this Paladin got griefed by the... Yep. So I re-rolled. This is the re-rolled character from that character, right? So if you go here... Yeah, see, here's the Unbeliever old. She died. Remember, she died? So whenever it says old, that means if you have two characters with the same name, it'll say old. So this character died because someone, was the grief by the Anvil Forge Overseer that was drug over into the Northshire Abbey. So I died at level 8 and I just re-rolled again. Once she got griefed by the Anvil Forge Overseer. re-rolled. Best has the best solo leveling. I'd say I think Guild Wars 2 does. I think Guild Wars 2. I think it's hands down too. I don't even think it's close. Guild Wars 2 has really cool you know, questing events, you know, like dynamic events, and there's just, you know, the fact that you can go to almost any, like, it doesn't matter what level you are, you can go to any zone, and it kind of, most of the zones will scale to your level. So yeah, I like Guild Wars 2. I was hoping it was a shield upgrade, but it's not.
Lovely. Lovely.
Got a bag, nice. Yep. Blessed run. And this is a long. Look at the range he's got on that spell. Ooh, resist. Yeah, it's a good range on that spell. I don't know what they. It might be Hydraxian Waterlords, but I'm not sure. Let me
You can
check.
kiss your ass goodbye.
Let me check the guild chat real quick. Yeah. Yeah, they're saying Hydraxian Waterlords, which is what someone said earlier. Wanna play hardcore as well? Nice. Nice. Do it up. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. It's I wanted to level more on this character, but we'll pick up the Paladin tomorrow morning probably. I wish I could get to an inn, but I'm not gonna run all the way back to an inn. It's not that big a deal. It's 3:25 a.m., so I'm gonna actually get some sleep. But we'll come back tomorrow and we'll level the Paladin. I'd like to get the Paladin up to at least, you know, level 15 or 16 tomorrow, and depending on how much I play on the Paladin. It'd be nice if I could get her to 20. That way we could just get, you know, Consecration, because I love Consecration. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. Yeah, no problem, Muse. Like I said, I would play more, but it's just so late. It's 3:25. If I don't get to sleep now, my wife will, you know, my wife will kill me. I usually stream like, you know, right, like I said, I'm Eastern time in the United States, so it's 3:26 p.m. or 3:26 a.m. right now. I usually stream around 8, anywhere between 8 to 10 p.m. like almost every day. 8 to 10 p.m. at night almost every day. Usually when I stream. This looks so... a little bit washed out. Let's make it a little bit more gritty looking there. I like the grit. It's very dark though. You can see on the loading screen. Really, it just depends on. You know, like this is a bit better. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys sometime tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy hardcore WoW. Keep leveling. Don't die. Peace out. I'll see you again real soon.